Hello, welcome to this Reminiscence Session from West Sussex Libraries. My name is Felicity and I'm here looking at a reminiscence pack with you today. Reminiscence is an activity that is great for everybody, but is particularly good for people with dementia who may remember the past more easily than more recent memories, and it's a great opportunity for people to share their experiences. Today we are looking at the 1960s pack. So I'm going to show you a few objects from that pack, and then if you want to pause the video and have a chat about them, please feel free. So one thing I want to start with is the moon landing, right at the end of the 60s. Do you perhaps remember watching this on TV? Can you remember, here's some pictures, can you remember the build up to it? Did you have to go round a neighbour's house and watch it? Did you have a TV at home you could watch it on? What's your sort of main memories of that time? So if you want to have a pause the video here and have a bit of a chat about the moon landing and what you remember about it, please feel free to. Okay, so one of the symbols of the 1960s has to be the camper van. Did you have a camper van? Did you know somebody who had a camper van? Do you remember them when they first came out and driving around? They are quite an iconic symbol of the 60s. So if you want to have a chat about that, pause the video here, please do. Another thing you might remember from the 1960s is hair rollers. Did your mum use these, your sister, your gran? Did somebody in your family use them? Did you use them yourself? They don't look very comfortable. Do you remember sleeping with them in your hair? If you want to pause the video here and have a chat about that, then please do. Or anything else you can remember about hairstyles from the 60s as well. Okay, our next object is a record from the 60s. This is Johnny Mathis, this one here. Do you remember a record player? Do you remember having these in your house? People still play records these days. You can still go into shops and buy records. What records did you have? What was the first record you bought? If you want to pause the video here, and then we'll look at our next object. So the next thing I wanted to look at was money from the 1960s. This is a 10 shilling, well, a replica of a 10 shilling note. Do you remember using these? This is a penny, a threepenny, halfpenny. Do you remember the money, and can you think about how money has changed? And have a chat about what would 10 shillings be worth today, do you think? Or having a half pence. Okay, if you want to pause it here and have a bit of a chat about how money's changed and how you remember money over the years, that would be great. And then I'll show you our last object. Okay, so this is the last thing we're going to look at for this session, and it is 100 hits of the 60s. So a lot of our packs come with CDs for you to listen to at home. For example, this one's got Elvis Presley on it, the Drifters, Sonny and Cher, lots of different people, Johnny Cash. Can you remember any of the music from the 60s that you enjoyed, perhaps your children enjoyed or your parents enjoyed? And what's one song that really stands out from that era for you? Okay, that was our last object to look at today. So we have lots of reminiscence packs available in the library. When you borrow them, they look like this. They are free to borrow and free to request. And if you want more information, please get in touch with us. Thank you for joining us today. Bye-bye.